So I've been playing some Star Wars Battlefront lately, and I've got to say that I've never been blown up so many times in a video game except for when I played Battlefield 3's Metro and Battlefield 4's locker maps. It is pretty horrible indeed. And I reckon that guy at the start of that little intro, the last one that you've seen, I reckon if he could have swapped out his third star card and put in another grenade, you damn right bet he probably would have. It would have been a grenade machine. GG, he wins. So what do I think overall playing Star Wars? I mean, it's good. I'm enjoying it. I'm really am enjoying it. It's very casual, it has a very casual nature. I'd really like it to be locked into first person rather than third, but unfortunately that's the way it is. I prefer first over third. What I don't like is the way that this game is marketed. Basically what you pay is $60, you get a game, and then it's obviously not a completed game. Everybody knows this, you can see it, it's quite obvious that you will get the rest of the game in a $50 DLC. Now, I don't know all the details on this, but it's blatantly obvious that that's what's happening, and that's the only way to get the full Star Wars Battlefront experience is to pay extra money to get that DLC. Now, they have released some free DLC, which would be the Battle of Jakku, which is actually really good. I've played it a little bit. I don't have any footage of that, just because I have not had time to play it, to be honest. But, I mean, if they're going to justify a $60 DLC, they need to release a ton of new content for people to play. Free content, that is. Absolutely free. Like when you play Walker Assault or Supremacy, which are the main modes, and I'm sure you've heard this from other people besides me, is that you're only playing on 4 maps. Well, you're playing on 5 now once the Battle of Jakku is released to the public on the 8th. But that's still not enough. Like, there needs to be more coming. Like I said, I don't really want to touch too much on that. I'm fairly neutral when it comes to playing this game, as it is my first Battlefront game. I've never played a Star Wars before this, and I kind of feel I got jacked. Yeah, I paid $60 for an awesome looking game, don't get me wrong. Game looks amazing, sounds amazing, and plays really well. And to my surprise, actually worked on its release date. That gets a huge +1. But, you know, they need to definitely release a lot more free content to justify a $60 DLC, which is there's 4 of them. So, yeah, they may have amazing things in them, but you gotta pay extra. But I still think they need a lot more free DLC for the people that downright ain't gonna pay $60 for another game. Then go and buy a new game with a full content. So apart from DICE obviously trying to milk as much money out of the Star Wars fan base as they possibly can, one of the issues that I do have big problems with is mostly the balance in this game. It's awful. It's horrible. And I mean, one of those perfect examples is the air combat. Obviously, if you play as the rebel ships are vastly superior to the Empire ships. And I mean, if you see that guy, when he spawned in, I had to kill him. I had to fight him. Me and him had to fight. And I have the clear advantage. I can see him coming in, and I know for a fact if I let him get behind me, I am done. He can destroy me so easily, and that's another problem with this game in terms of, like, with the actual gameplay. Aside from the grenade spam, the air combat is horrible. And it's not horrible as in it doesn't work, it's just so cheesy and just so easy. Like, you do these barrel rolls, which are a command. Like, you should be able to do that in the game. Honestly, I'm a little bit, I kind of like it because I was downright terrible at flying anything in Battlefield. But hey, at least it would force me to learn to play the vehicles and all that. But like I said, the air combat is just absolutely lackluster, and is basically whoever gets behind who wins. Because once somebody's behind you, it's literally almost impossible to shake them off. So those are my biggest issues with the game. The grenade spam and the way that the air vehicles work and the air combat in general. Aside from that, the thing that I really am enjoying is the CQC combat. As of late, DICE has pulled out a patch that seemingly has nerfed a lot of the grenades and done a lot of tweaks and a few balances. Obviously, we don't know what those changes are because they neglected to post the patch notes and fill us in on exactly what they did change and what they nerfed and what they buffed. Supposedly the DL-44 pistol, Han Solo's pistol, which everyone knows is downright broken just because of its just ridiculous power, basically. Supposedly that's got a nerf. I haven't noticed a really big difference, but what I've done has decided to pick up the 3-round burst pistol. I don't know, I cannot remember for the life of me what the gun is, but I can tell you now, it is ridiculous. And if you combine this, the explosive rounds star card, you are literally a machine. You're unstoppable. You'll pretty much win almost every gunfight, provided that your aim is on and the range distance is suited for the weapon. And I mean, this thing can pretty much kill heroes instantly. It is literally the hero killer. And I mean, I go on a kill streak here, which is just outright insane and probably shouldn't have happened, but I can tell you now, forget every other star card, the explosive rounds. That's all you need, and you win pretty much every straight up gunfight. So with all that being said, yes, I'm enjoying the game, but I think it's absolute bullshit that EA is going to make us pay essentially for the rest of the Battlefront experience. So I'm not going to bore you anymore with my horrible commentary. I'm going to let the rest of this kill streak play out, and if you did enjoy the video, please leave a thumbs up. If you didn't, put a thumbs down, leave a comment if you like, and that's pretty much it from me. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening, have a good day.
Rebels ahead.
Defend our walker. Our walker is exposed.
Rebels mine.
Uplinks detected. Advance now.
Hostiles ahead. Be ready for rebel units. Scanners indicate the rebels have activated an uplink station. Lock and focus.
Hostiles in the area.
Solo has finally paid for his crime.